Hi there, I'm John from CNCKing.com, and today we make custom tile pieces. Now the reason for doing this is a couple-fold. Number one, I have a customer that will need a lot of textures on their MDF and other materials. And up until this point, their communication was make something sort of like this and sort of like that. I don't really like doing business that way because it's too open to interpretation. And if I do something, if I have a different vision of what they have in mind, well then it doesn't match and it just causes problems. So my idea to go around that is to speak the same language, and that's the design language. So this is just ideas. This is the first version of it. I'll be doing a second version now that I know how to do this properly. But basically I have 4 different bits. If they could not fall down. So you have a straight 1/4-inch bit. You can see the results. A bow nose, 3/8. And this one here is a V carving bit, 90 degrees. Then of course you have the one that comes out with nothing because the bit is too large for the spacing of the lines. So now that the customer tells me, okay, I want this texture, they can say, well, you know, these will be going to the customer, obviously. I don't need them. So the customer say, okay, I like this thing, so I want a V carve. So that tells me right away that the bottom of it will be like a V. Or they can say, I want a ball nose, which will be rounded, or I want a straight bit, which is straight 90 degrees. So that tells me right away which bit I need to use for the project. They'll be doing the lines on it, so basically I'm cutting on the line. So if they say, you know, I need a 1/8 depth, 1/8 width, straight bit, well then we're speaking exactly the same language, there's no interpretation involved, and that's fantastic. Now the nice thing about MDF is that it's very, very easy to work with. It does wear down bits pretty quick because it's such a gritty material. But for, you know, polishing and that kind of stuff with your hands, for sanding, it's probably the best material to work with. It's even better than plywood. And for finishing, it's great as well. For painting, you just got to be careful with it. There's certain applications that you need to do certain processes with to get optimal results. But for sanding and painting, MDF is really, really tough to beat. That's why most kitchen cabinets and that kind of stuff are all made with MDF. Most wall displays are made with MDF. So what you're seeing here are small sample tiles that I'm making, but they could, you know, expand that to think, you know, these can be molds for wall tiles, these can be displays for museums, anything. Being able to switch from bit to bit to bit, all have different results. And of course you can mix and match the different results that are produced by the different bits. So what you see here are just a couple plates, but the options that it opens up are literally infinite. The nice thing about having a router this size though, is that we can actually make this kind of work on a 5 by 10 foot sheet. And we still have lots of room left over for this because if you want, let's say, to tile it, if you had, let's say, a wall display that was, you know, 20 feet by 30 feet, well, you can't buy MDF sheets that are 20 feet by 30 feet, but I can buy a whole bunch of sheets that are 5 feet by 10 feet and make a unique sort of texture on it, and everything totally match perfectly across the entire display. Now going back, once you do that, you'll notice that there might be some small seams because of course you're tiling MDF. Nothing will be perfectly 100% perfect, but that's where sanding and finishing come in, and it'll totally be a seamless project. So that's the nice thing about MDF, is that we can automate the production of it, and then you can manually fix it up however you wish at the other end. Now the other nice thing about MDF is that it's a relatively strong material. It can't take too much force, but let's say again, going back to kitchen cabinets, they're made out of this stuff because it's dimensionally stable and it's relatively strong as long as you know how to work with it. Now there is no perfect material, there is no perfect process, but MDF is pretty close for most applications where it has the best profile to produce the best results for our customers. So let's go through a couple of these tiles just so you can visually see the difference almost immediately. So again, it's the same design cut. So this is a straight bit. You can tell here. And this is a ball nose. You can see the rounding right there. And of course we have the V one. Again, they all have a different look to them. And you can see obviously here, you can see the angle. Let's take a look at another one. So here I did square tiles with the same spacing. So here again is the V. So it's got a very dramatic look. This one here is a straight bit. And this one here is the ball nose. And finally, this one here. So this is a bit of dust here. So this is a straight bit. This is V. You can tell just from the edges. And this is the ball nose. So looking for custom textures on MDF, contact me at CNCKing.com. We'll make them for you and ship them right to your door.